Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there? Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeet to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Woohoo! Time for political debates. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to some more. Who the fuck are you?
Good luck to you in the Landsmeet.
Thank you. To some more Dragon Age Origins. I did some stuff. I changed up some Ogren's armor. Rotated everyone's armor to the weakest, to the strongest, you know, pass it down, hand me downs, all that fun stuff. Flirted with Liliana just a wee little bit, not enough to where if I wanted to romance her, even if I wanted to. Although I'm debating on it. I know the whole goal was to romance Morgan, but the fact that the matter is it's not going to happen because I'm playing a female character. Sorry guys, Morgan is not lesbian. Keep that to your fanfics. So I might try to romance Liliana, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. It's gonna be a complicated situation because I would still need to bring Morgan with me because she's my healer. I would need to bring Liliana with me. No, because I still want to do my asshole role. I still want to be a dick. And even if I brought Liliana with me, that wouldn't work out because she's all like sweet and kind and all that cuddly woodly stuff. So we just keep doing what we're doing. So how are you? How are you guys? I hope you're all doing well. Wait, do I have to talk to... No, I don't. I shouldn't have to talk to Alistair. I should be able to just go, right? Oh, I have to bring Alistair with. Alright. Sorry, Dookie. You have to stay here, boy. I'll bring you next time. I promise. Be a good boy, okay, Dookie? Love you. Kisses. Oh, here we go. The Royal Palace. Am I gonna have to get into a fight on the way there? It makes sense. One last attempt to Loghain to try to sabotage this whole scenario.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Merrick's son, you would already be in the Landsmeet, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeet itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
Turn aside, serve your queen, and have Merrick's throne. Do you really not see what Loghain has become?
You say that with such righteousness. Loghain used to have that ring in his voice. He has not sounded that way in many months now. It is not so clear an enemy when it is your own people you fight.
Stop talking. Show me what you can do with that thing. How can you support the man who killed your king? To support his war. He sold his own people into slavery. His own people were the ones imprisoned and tortured.
You think war is simple, don't you, Warden? You only fight monsters. No one sheds a tear over the death of an ogre. Torture is an ugly business. But sometimes it's the only way to learn what your enemy intends. And it is much harder to tell who the enemy is when all of them look like you. What was he supposed to do? You and Eamon were harassing him at every side, forcing him to empty the treasury to fight you. He never wanted a civil war. After Kaelin died, everyone was supposed to rally, come together to fight the Darkspawn without crying to Orlais for aid. He never anticipated Merrick's bastard would challenge the throne and force this war. You think war is simple, don't you, Warden? You only fight monsters, torture, and it is much harder to tell who the enemy is when all of them look like you. Kaelin was a fool. He grew up a spoiled child in his ancestors' palace. He never knew what it was to be hunted, to starve. Maybe the Grey Wardens killed him, or maybe my lord let him die of his own foolishness. Either way, it may have saved Ferelden.
So now you admit Loghain may have killed him.
You're right. What would you have me say, Warden? Loghain is a great man, but his hatred of Orlais has driven him to madness. He has done terrible things. I know it. But I owe him everything. I cannot betray him.
No, you don't! You don't have to owe him shit! Put down your weapons and let us pass, then let me stop him. You know it's the only way.
I will not stop you, Warden. Please, show mercy. Without Loghain, there would be no Ferelden to defend.
Woohoo! Show mercy, but also be a dick about it.
My lords and
fucking
ladies
go.
of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings. Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden. How will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? What do they offer you? How much is the price of Ferelden honor now?
I'm not the one who portrayed. Yes, let's talk about loyalty to Alistair, your king. I'm not the one who betrayed Ferelden. The Blight is the threat here.
Some of us are curious, Loghain, about precisely what happened at Ostagar.
So, one of Kaelin's killers would dare speak of betrayal. You led our king to his death with your grandiose tales of griffins flying into battle.
You were the one who fled the battle and left him to die. You allowed Retta and Howe to imprison and torture innocents. You sold Ferelden citizens into slavery to fund your war.
The Warden speaks truly. My son was taken under cover of night. The things done to him, some of them are beyond any healer's skill.
Howe was responsible for himself. He will answer to the Maker for any wrongs committed in this life, as must we all. But you know that. You were the one who murdered him. Whatever Howe may have done, he should have been brought before the Seneschal. There is no justice in butchering a man in his home.
Why did you try to steal the throne from your own daughter? No, then why did you send a blood mage to poison our Eamon? Is there justice in selling elves? What do you know about justice? You left Kaelin to die. How can you think the Blight isn't a real threat to us? If you want justice, then put Merrick's son on the throne.
Selling elves? Explain this, Loghain.
This is war. Did you believe it would be like the old tales? Knights with pennants flying over battlefields where all outcomes are decided simply and with honor. War is cruel. Every soul who fought alongside Marek knows this. And in it, there are no such things as innocence, only the living and the dead, and the degrees of guilt both bear. Sacrifices were made. If they were too great, the Maker will judge me for it. But enough of this. I have a question for you, Warden. What have you done with my daughter? You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane. This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
The Queen speaks truth. Loghain is not to be trusted. Listen to Arana. Loghain is power mad.
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this. My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
The Warden. I'm with the Warden. Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden!
Western Hills
Fuck
is
yeah!
with you, Loghain. Maker of us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the
2v2.
Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
3v2. The landsmeet is against you, Logan. Step down gracefully. I knew the people of Ferelden would do the right thing.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once. Before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say.
He's not
in
even
what happens
fat.
here.
He's actually pretty
None
fit
of you have spilled
for an
blood
old
for
guy.
this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
Call off your men and we'll settle this honorably.
Let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough. Let the landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
I'll fight this duel myself. Alistair is my champion. Ogren will be my champion. Morgan will be my champion.
It is you or me the men will follow. So, let us fight for it. Prepare yourself.
I think last time I said fucking and attacked. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
I shall do it.
Fuck! You put Philip to sleep. Uh-oh. I don't have any fucking... Can I make any potion? I don't have any flask. I don't have any flask. Otherwise, I could be making a shit ton of potions right now. No. Philip, get him off me. Philip, get him off me. Philip, get him off me.
It shall be done.
Fuck. Fuck yeah!
I underestimated you, Warden. I thought you were like Kalen, a child wanting to play at war. I was wrong. There's a strength in you that I have not seen anywhere since Marek died. I yield.
I'm only doing this because the daughter asked me to.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait. There is another option. The Taean is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
Ooh.
What does loyalty matter? We are what we are. The joining binds us to the Darkspawn. You know this. If you were to forswear your oath and flee today, you'd find yourself in the deep roads, or the blight lands given time. You'd seek them out, or they'd seek you.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you! How can we simply forget that? Joining the Wardens is an honor, not a punishment. Name him a Warden and you cheapen us all. I will not stand next to him as a brother. I won't!
He's being childish. How many generals do you think Ferelden has? We can't afford to lose any of them to Alistair's tantrums if we want to survive the Blight.
Oh, but we can afford to lose a king? And the entire army that was abandoned at Ostagar? Whose tantrums cost us all that, I wonder? I didn't want to be king. I still don't. But if that's what it takes to see Loghain get justice, then I'll do it. I'll take the crown.
Listen to this. Can you see how disastrous a king he'd be? Putting his own selfish desires above the needs of his country? You can't seriously support him.
And I thought the whole idea was to bring Loghain to justice. Funny how plans change, isn't it?
You'd throw away a very fortunate alliance for petty revenge? Perhaps Ferelden is better off without you, Alistair.
Holy shit. I can't believe I'm doing this.
You're siding with her? How could you do this to me? You, of all people. What's wrong with you? He's repeatedly tried to kill us both, and you side with him over me? I can't do it. I can't. Ask me for a pound of my flesh, or all the gold in Orlais. But don't ask me to accept that monster as a brother. I guess I don't have any choice, do I? I'm leaving.
I'm afraid it's not so simple as that, Alistair.
You already got what you wanted. Your murdering father gets a place amongst the Grey Wardens. What else could you want from me?
Your life, unfortunately. So long as you live, rebellions can be raised in your name. Our land cannot.
No, I don't want to kill him.
I must call for your execution. This is what you would ask? Very well. Though I think it a mistake. Alistair, you may leave on condition that you swear before this landsmeet that you renounce all claim to the throne for yourself and all your heirs.
That's what it'll take, huh? Fine. I don't want anything to do with this place or any of you people. Ever. I swear it. Time for me to go. You heard Honora. I do, or I get to join Duncan. Nice, huh? Have fun ending the Blight. Or whatever. I guess you made your decision, right? So goodbye.
And now, lords and ladies of Ferelden, there is still a Blight to defeat and armies to gather, and I appoint this woman to lead us in both. We will not allow this land to be further threatened by the Archdemon. Gather your forces and await the Warden's command. On the morrow, we shall begin our struggle against the greatest threat for
I know
ever
anyone
faced.
who's seeing
And
this,
we
who's
shall
played the game
triumph over it,
already, is
for we
probably
are Ferelden.
fucking screaming at me.
You are called upon to submit yourself to the Taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden.
Oh my god, he survives, doesn't he?
Understand.
He survives, doesn't he? Wait, do we get Logain in replace of Alistair? Or are you dead? He's dead, isn't he?
So it's done. My father lives, and for good or ill, he is now a Grey Warden. Thank you for giving him the opportunity to undergo the ritual. It couldn't have been easy. As he always has, I'm simply glad that it didn't result in a sad end for a great man. Arl Eamon has left for Redcliffe, and tells me that our armies have almost fully gathered there. I will be heading there myself. Bring your companions, and join us at Redcliffe Castle as soon as you are able. You have united for Elden Warden. Now we face the Blight.
No fucking way. I can't believe that just happened. That just happened. Alistair, I know it's my doing, don't get me wrong. But it's like Alistair left. Logain became a Grey Warden. Oh, is he like in the castle anywhere? Dog, Morgan, Sten, Logain. Oh, I gotta go talk to him. God, the amount of people who are gonna be screaming at me because of this. Holy shit.
Let's not spend more time here than we must.
What, no proper
Let's not
conversation?
spend more time here than we must.
Okay, well that was kind of a waste. So what, now I gotta head down to Redcliffe? I want to, before I do that, I want to head back down to Orzammar. I promise, Ogren, I do the thing. Holy shit, I can use Logain as a fucking companion.
Yes.
Make us breath.
Oh.
Indeed.
I mean, that would make more sense if I was using Alistair. That's fucking crazy.
There she is. I'm gonna go talk to her.
Oh,
Look,
shit.
You gotta back me up here. Got it? Thanks, Warden. Just be ready to pry her off when she throws herself at me. We don't want to make a scene here. Well, don't pry her off me too soon. I mean, a little scene's all right. Are you sure you're not a baker? 'Cause you got a sodding nice set of buns.
Ogren, is that you?
Yeah, in the flesh, baby.
What are you doing here?
Just trying to kick back with a pint. Fighting darkspawn's a lot of sodding work, you know?
You're fighting darkspawn?
This man took an army on golems almost single-handed, if you call getting drunk and wetting yourself.
It was a bit of pain, but it was a personal favor for the King of Orzammar, you understand?
The whole surface to choose from, and you just happened to come to my tavern?
Whisper to Ogren, tell her his fate. He was looking for you, actually.
What? Oh, right. It's fate, Felsi. What can I say?
Fate? The ancestors must have a sense of humor, then.
Sure they do. You've had a good look at Lady Helmy, haven't you? If her face isn't a joke the ancestors are playing, I'm a Bronto's behind.
So, Lady Helmy must be a paragon of beauty, then.
I've been thinking about you, Felsi.
What do you want, Ogren?
Nothing. Just thought I'd see how you were doing is all. Well, maybe that and grease up the Bronto, if you know what I mean.
Well, you've seen me. You'll have to go back to Orzammar for the Bronto.
We can't waste time here. The queen's waiting for us. Admit it, Ogren is much more fun than the men around here. We should get going.
Oh, the queen needed a new fool, did she?
Oh, well, it's been fun, Felsi. But I better go.
Wait, you're leaving? You just got here. I haven't called you a shaft rat yet.
Well, you can't keep the archdemon waiting. You hurt its feelings and might just turn the whole blight around and go home. Nobody wants that.
Well, you don't need to fight it right now, do you? I mean, you could have a pint first. You could call me a surly Bronto. I could tell you that you smell like nut droppings.
I'll tell you what, I got some things I gotta do, but I'll come back for that pint when things are settled, you frigid deep stalker.
Fine, but you better not keep me waiting, you worthless copper-plated swordcast.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Come on back sometime, I'll find you the good ale. Well, the brown watery stuff that we call the good ale, anyway.